wrap up here with our last segment, the OL Reign. And like the Sounders, the Reign are looking to not only improve their seeding, but just kind of clinch their playoff spot. And they weren't able to they weren't going to be able to clinch their playoff spot regardless of what happened in yesterday's match. But you would have liked to see the 3 points. You would have liked to see some separation. Instead, the Reign split the points with the North Carolina Courage here at home, a 1-1 draw. Our player of the match, forward Megan Rapinoe. Pino in her second to last home regular season game of her career, 7.9 match rating, 1 assist, 2 shots, a 73% passing percentage, and 2 chances created on the night. Pino assisted on the Bethany Balser goal in the 21st minute to get the club rolling. It seemed like, hey, they're going to be able to kind of stomp through them. The Reign kind of needed to get that offensive flow going. And that really just didn't happen. That 21st minute goal was nice. It looked like, hey, they're going to be able to string some things together. And there were a few possessions where it looked dangerous, but the Reign were really, really, really outchanced in this one. North Carolina had 25 shots on the game, which is not exactly great. So you're kind of peppering goaltender Claudia Dickey. The reason that goal came about, Dickey came way off her line, like way off her line, to come and try to help out because the Courage had gotten a ball over top over the Reign defenders. And the Courage attackers, pardon me, were able to help get the club on the board there. And then shortly after that, defender Alana Cook was charged with a red card and sent off because the player that she was trying to tackle had already been injured, I believe is what the sentiment is, and they don't want to ruin that, so they just took him out. Um, so whoa, where did I just go with that? I apologize. Again, very tired, a lot going on. Um, red card, yes, okay. I apologize. I really am sorry. Very tired, trying to work through this. A lot going on. Had the rain yesterday, had the Mariners game, have this morning skate. We go back to the red card. Claudia Dickey had come off her line pretty heavily to try and get that ball over top. Caroline of North Carolina was able to take advantage of that, score shortly after. Um, the Courage had gotten another sort of breakaway situation. It was one player remaining, and Alana Cook had to kind of chase down and get that foul in there. It was a smart foul. I mean, you could argue that the Reign lose this match had it not been for that foul, because North Carolina did nothing in the following free kick. But it's going to be tough to not have Alana Cook for the next week's game, this next upcoming game, and especially because it's Washington that you're playing. So the Reign were able to play the second half fine. I mean, defensively, really strong effort. Um, but yeah, not so great. In terms of chances, I go back to it. North Carolina had 25 shots. 7 of them were on target. The Reign, single-digit shots and even lower shots on target. I believe they had 2. So not so great from the Reign, but they get the point. They currently sit just in the final spot in the NWSL table for a playoff spot in 6th. And depending on how their match goes today, for Orlando versus Angel City, Orlando, I believe, could move past the Reign if their goal differential for that match is +4. I believe that's how that works with these tiebreakers. The NWSL isn't always the most helpful, and they were wrong about certain clinching situations. So we'll get to that. Anyway, injury report versus the Courage. Defender Sofia Huerta was out with a leg injury, and midfielder Rose Lavelle was also out with a leg injury. So Huerta suffered that injury with the U.S. Women's National Team camp, and Lavelle suffered that injury before she went to the camp. So just unfortunate, just considering the amount of services that Sofia Huerta brings into the box and her defense as well. And then Roosevelt, we don't know what Roosevelt can do. So anyway, we'll get to our photo of the match here by Liz Wolter. You can see in the background Bethany Balser celebrating with Megan Rapinoe. Balser scoring the header. Rapinoe on the service, and Casey Murphy, former Reign goalkeeper, in the sort of foreground there, not in focus. So, I mean, it's tough. It's very tough. But the just because you think about it, you go down to 10 players. The goal that North Carolina gets is off a mistake that hopefully won't ever happen again. But you're kind of playing with fire here, kind of playing with fire. There are teams that want you out. There are teams that want to take your spot. Um, it's going to be tough. They're going to have this sense of urgency. They've got two regular season home games left, one of them being against the Spirit, who I believe sit in fourth in the West. Let me see if I can pull that up. Oops, nope, wrong game. Table. Yeah, the Courage. No, I apologize. The Courage sent fourth, and the Spirit sent fifth. And the Spirit are only 1 point ahead of the Rain. The Rain have 28 points. The Spirit have 29. So this is going to be a big matchup, regardless. The Spirit have kind of had the number of the Rain in recent years, so you're looking to kind of turn that around here, and get things going so that we have more games to cover like this. So, um, we'll see. We'll see. Two regular season matches left. The Reigns sit at an 8-win, 8-loss, 4-draw record. They're sixth in the league table right now with 28 points. The next closest team behind them has 26 points. So you're going to need that sense of urgency. You're going to want to pick up these points the next few days, because you really can't afford to not do that. The next match, October 6th versus the Washington Spirit. As I mentioned, this is a 5 o'clock Pacific time kickoff. 5 o'clock. It will be streamed on CBS and Paramount Plus. It is the last regular season home game of 2023. After this game, the Reign have one more match on the season, and it's in Chicago against the Red Stars to close out the regular season. It is the theme of the match is Forever Reign, a celebration of Megan Rapinoe. So expect a bunch for the club to go out there because of that. So we'll wrap it up here.